Hello everyone and welcome to the Kendal Automart YouTube channel. My name's Sam, the internet specialist here. In this short video today I'm going to be talking about insurance groups and how they affect insurance and what affects the insurance groups. I'm stood by these two cars for a reason, which I'll talk about in just a minute. So what are insurance groups? Well, insurance groups are used by insurers to gauge what a liability a car will be. You have lower insurance groups which have lower engines, etc. And then you have the higher insurance groups, all more expensive in general and to repair, etc. I'm going to be talking about some of the things that affect insurance group now. Number one is the value of the car. What does it cost to replace a car or parts on a vehicle? So cost is a big factor on the insurance group of a vehicle. A more expensive car is generally going to be in a higher insurance group and a cheaper one is generally going to be in a lower group. Insurance groups go all the way from 1, which are generally the cheapest cars to insure, all the way up to 50, which are the most expensive. For example, this Toyota Aygo is currently the lowest insurance group we have on site in stock. This is an insurance group 7, so it's a 1-litre engine with 69 brake horsepower, 64 plate. The insurance group's actually quoted at the start of a car's life, but it can change over years. They can get altered, but normally they stay the same. This X3, for example, is an insurance group 40. So obviously a lot higher because it's a more expensive vehicle, you can see there. It's a 3-litre diesel, so it's got more power behind it as well. And if it needed to be replaced, it's obviously going to cost significantly more than it would for an Aygo. So generally it's going to be in a higher insurance group, which means it's going to cost more to insure. Low insurance group cars generally have small petrol engines like this Aygo with the 3-cylinder petrol, naturally aspirated, which means it's not got a turbo. A turbocharger can add the insurance, it can make it quite a bit more expensive. This 3-cylinder engine pumps out 69 brake horsepower, so it's not massively fast. Of course, with a car having less power, it's assumed that the driver will be a little bit slower, a little bit more attentive on the road, and statistically speaking, of course, there will be less accidents possibly in lower output cars than performance vehicles. If we compare that 1-litre 3-cylinder petrol engine to this turbo diesel 3-litre engine from BMW, you can see the difference there. This pumps out 261 brake horsepower. You can see it's a big beast of a car. 0 to 60 in under 6 seconds. The Toyota is around 14 seconds to 0 to 60. So all those things change the insurance groups. A more powerful car is normally more expensive to insure, of course. So this is an insurance group 40 versus the Aygo, which is in group 7. Of course, these cars wouldn't normally be compared with each other, of course, but just for the demonstration, I'm showing you two ends of the scale. If we look at this Honda S2000, it's an insurance group 40. It's got a 2-litre engine that's naturally aspirated, but it does pump out quite a few horses. Another thing that will change the insurance group is soft tops. Convertibles are always in a higher insurance group than the equivalent hard top vehicle. It's because they are more likely to be sold and they're more a desirable vehicle. The thing is, with cars like this, which are specialist vehicles, there is specialist insurers which are worth looking into that might be better than you think. Just because a car is in a higher insurance group doesn't mean it's going to be too expensive or more expensive necessarily than one in a lower insurance group. So it's always worth shopping around. The insurance group is just a general idea of what it's going to cost for you to insure, how much the insurer sees that car as an expense to them. So this is a little Fiat 500S, which stands for sport. It looks pretty sporty, right? And it's a 1.2 engine petrol. Can you guess what insurance group it is looking at it? It's obviously got a sporty look, it's a 3-door. This one is an insurance group 8, so it's just one insurance group higher than the Aygo, because it's a 1.2 with 69 brake horsepower like the Aygo as well. So sometimes looks can be deceiving. It does look like a bit of a sporty vehicle, but of course the statistics, the engine, the cost of the car, it means it works out at not too high of an insurance group. And this can be true for a lot of vehicles. A normal family hatchback will generally have an insurance group of around 15 to 20. because they normally have a petrol engine, at least 1.2 litres, and often turbocharged as well, and they're a bigger vehicle and genuinely more expensive as well. So hopefully that gave you a good idea of what insurance groups are. They're ranging from 1 to 50, 1 being your smaller, cheaper cars generally, and 50 being your performance vehicles, which are more expensive to replace and more likely to be eyed up by criminals. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll be posting more videos like this. Thank you for watching, and we hope that gave you a good idea of insurance groups.